Today is Monday. I'm up early because I gotta go to work. The bills gotta get paid. So get ready with me for work. So my typical morning routine is pretty straightforward. I wake up, if I have time to squeeze in breakfast, I squeeze it in and I get ready for work. And that's my morning routine. It's just work. So my office is like a 5 days in the office type of office. And for my first job post-grad, I feel like this is such a jump. Like every internship that I've had while I was in college, there was always a remote option. And so this is like my first introduction into the world of corporate and just like all the politics and all the little like dynamics that go into it. Having to work a job itself isn't really that big of a deal to me, but I feel like having to deal with the whole world of corporate and like how you present yourself, how you dress, how you talk is like the most frustrating part about my job. And I feel like that is the part that takes the most energy. And like I'm already an introverted person, so I feel like I'm already behind. Like I literally need to catch up. But I go every day because I need a job and I need money. But no, working in corporate has been so interesting in my opinion. From what I've perceived so far, I feel like the people who thrive the most are the people who are able to infuse their personal life into their work life, because then they're able to bond a lot better with people versus people who kind of just like are robotic about it and just go about the work. They feel very two-dimensional and like sure they get the job done, but they're not very good at connecting with other people. Anyone can do the job that you're doing, I bet. Like anyone who like receives the training can do the job. It's more so about like, do people want to work with you? Like, do I want to work with you? Or does the team want to work with you? And part of that comes from just like being a friendly, nice person, which is low-key something that I'm having to learn. I grew up in an environment where you weren't really supposed to talk to a lot of strangers, and it's just so different here because like I'm just supposed to be open all the time and like share all the time to a bunch of random strangers that I don't even know enough to know if I like or if I want them to like me, you know? I hate small talk to my core. I think it's just the introvert in me. I feel like if we're not having a meaningful conversation, I would much rather just preserve my energy and like sit in silence with you. Sitting in silence with someone can be bonding. Like let's communicate in silence. Honestly, a conversation is a two-way street. Like if you want to converse with me, converse. If we're talking about something that I'm interested in, I'm good at talking, keeping a conversation going. But if we're talking about the weather, like sorry, I don't want to waste my energy on that. Sorry. I think my real problem is that like I'm in my 20s and there's this rhetoric online that when you graduate, like you should have your life figured out and know exactly what you want to do. And every older person talks about how naive they felt in their 20s and how they thought they knew what they wanted in their 20s, but like they've grown and changed so much. And what they would advise most people to do is just try as many things as possible, expand your horizon so you actually know what you want to do. Because if you only know 10 things, then your future is limited to the 10 things that you know. But if you know 2,000 things, now you have more, one, opportunity to try different things and like build a career on different things. But now you have more opportunity to combine all the different things that you know and create more probabilities. But also now you can like connect with more people because you have way more knowledge. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do in my 20s. Like my current job and the current company that I work for, so random. I never would have anticipated ever working for them because oh my god, when I was like younger, when I was like in high school thinking about where I was going to college, what I was going to do with my future, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to get a degree in math and computer science. And not necessarily because I was passionate about either. Like I kind of just looked up high paying jobs and software engineering was on the table, so I was like, great, I'm going to major in computer science and I'm going to be a shoo-in to work at Google when I graduate, and that's going to be my future. Just working at Google, climbing up the corporate ladder, blah blah blah. I was so young and so dumb because like I literally don't want any of those things now. Like I want the paycheck of working at Google. I'm just not super enticed by corporate. And I know this is a common rhetoric and I'm not special for feeling these things, but I just don't understand what else there is to do outside of working for corporate. It seems like the only other path is being an entrepreneur, but that is also low-key not super appetizing. Like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. There's just a lot to think about, and I feel like the fact that I spend a majority of my day at my job, I feel like it allows very little time to think about these things, because then I just pour so much energy into my job to the point where it's like, damn, I can't even leave. I've invested so much in here, you know? So if there's anyone out there who has figured out the key to this, please share with the class. And then honestly, in the world that we live in, is there even going to be a future? I saw a TikTok that was like referencing these articles about how AI engineers are talking about how there could be a world where they lose control over the AI that they created. They created this like chain of thought for AI where it's basically supposed to communicate like how they're feeling and their thought process to the humans, and the AI is becoming so smart that it could potentially just stop communicating or just start lying about things, and then we just never know what it's thinking, never know what it's doing. On one hand, I'm like, well damn, if it isn't the consequences of our actions, but also like, what is the future gonna look like, bro? Like, and then there's so much crime happening. Oh my god, I can't even begin to, like, I feel constantly overwhelmed, but also like underwhelmed at the same time. It's so frustrating. Not to sound like a pessimist, I swear I'm usually very optimistic because I'm a Sagittarius. I mean, all in all we can really do is take everything day by day. So no matter how bleak the world looks right now, we just gotta take it day by day, because what else can we do, to be honest? I'll be praying for y'all. But yeah, this is my current like brain rot. Share with the class your own thoughts. You know what, I think I'm gonna try like a red lip today. I haven't done a red lip in so long. I have yet to find like a good red that compliments me. To be fair, I haven't looked very hard, so I might be part of the problem. How's that? Should I add like a pink? What do you think? I'm gonna add a tiny dab of pink. And this, oop. Okay, there we go. Honestly, it was really nice chit-chatting with y'all this morning. I never like say this much in the morning. Yeah, I hope you had fun listening to my thoughts and like unlocking a new background. Take a guess as to where this is. I feel like there are signs. I'm ready for work. See you next week. Bye.